Aries, this is your crossroads reading for April 19th to April 25th. Okay, so your crossroads reading consists of your spiritual ascension, your spiritual journey, right? Your enlightenment to your path, your life purpose. So with this reading, we're going to highlight all of your lessons and what you need to do at this time, specifically through the week of the 19th to the 25th, what you're supposed to be getting out of the lesson and what you're going to be approaching through the next weeks to come. Alright, this is for my Aries sign. Aries. Let's see the lesson that you're going to be learning this week through your spiritual ascension. Lessons that you're working with for the Aries. Aries. Lessons for my Aries signs for April 19th to the 25th. Aries. Okay, that feels good. Okay, so your lesson. You have the Justice card. Let's see if I can just do it this way, if you can see. And I'm just going to have to... I'm sorry, y'all. I've been trying to work out with the angles of the camera, so it's gonna be a trial, but we'll get there. Right? So you have the Justice card for your lesson. You have the Knight of Water and the Ten of Air when it comes to what your spiritual growth is going to come from that lesson. Then it's going to be the challenge, and then your upcoming lesson, or what you're going to be faced with, right? Let's talk about the bottom of the deck before we get into here, into the whole spread. You have the Ace of Water in reverse. So I feel like either recently or just the energy in general, there has been some kind of love opportunity here for you. Somebody probably offered you a cup of love and you denied it. And it could be because you felt like it was the right decision to make, right? And then your lesson right now in this week is really about what is just, you know, what is the right decisions that you should make. If there are legal issues for you specifically, I feel like this is about, you know, if fairness was really given at this time, you know, or if it's time for you to stand up and, you know, really take on the meaning of truth, especially when it comes to love. You know, you have to be very truthful to yourself to admit whether you want to continue on with this person that offers you love, or maybe you have been denying yourself for this love. Maybe you're the person that keeps telling yourself no, but in reality, this is what you truly want, right? Because underneath that, I see the Four of Fire, and it's in the reverse. And so it's like you want the stability, but you are denying it for yourself. Or maybe you're asking for stability, and every time you ask someone that you truly love, they deny you, right? But you still have this optimism of a happy ending because you have the Sun. And I do know that whatever you have been manifesting with the Magician in reverse, it is this happiness. But I do want to tell you that there is going to be some kind of, something's going to come to light at this time. It may be about this love, it may be about this decision that you make, it may be, you know, about a past situation. When it comes to love, you know, maybe you have to let go of someone, right? Let's go into, you know, why you're learning this lesson for your spiritual growth. You have the Knight of Water, and then you have the 10 of Air reversed. And so maybe you were all up in your head and trying to make the right decision, and maybe you made the decision with your head and not your heart, right? Because I do see that whenever you get the Knight of Water, it's about, you know, falling in love. It's about someone coming in. Like whenever I get the knight, I feel like the knight shining armor, especially when it comes to the water. The suit of water is always about emotion. So if there's a knight shining armor that wants to offer you love and offer you this affection, and you're clearly saying no, or not now, right? It's like, you know what you should do, what is right. Don't stand in your way. And this is for some of you. And the others of you could be that this person is like stalling, and, you know, it's making you get in your headspace, and you don't know if this cat and mouse chase is going to continue or not, you know. I do see that the challenge is this Page of Earth. So maybe you're trying to get a physical message. So maybe, you know, someone talking to you or flirting with you, or, you know, finally admitting, you know, not just having these innuendos or these little secret messages in between the lines, and you have to try to figure it out. It's like a straightforward shot, something that's tangible. So maybe for some of you, it could be that, you know, the person just looks at you and says, you know, straight up, listen, I want to be with you, and it's, you know, it's really up to you. So you're definitely looking for something tangible, especially when it comes to love. Now, if you want to read this in a different way, if this were perhaps a financial reading, maybe we're talking about the lesson of learning when to say yes or no to an opportunity, right? Knowing if this is what you truly desire and what's your passion, and if it's not, if it's going to balance out with your heart and your head space, right? In order for you to move forward, and in order for you to maybe perhaps get a promotion, or, you know, gain some type of skills out of this job. And I do see that in your near future, you're starting to get into this Page of Air. And so with the Page of Air, I feel like, you know, it's like, it's very interesting, because as I look at it as a whole, I see like this balance, right? You have the Justice card, and then you have the Page of Earth, and then you have the Page of Air. So it's kind of like balancing out where your headspace is and what your actions are, right? So it's like, are your thoughts and what you think about doing matching what your actions are, right? For some of you, it's like getting that in balance and doing the right thing, and making sure that what you're thinking, you're manifesting, and you're actually taking actions for in the physical world.